Hello, watchers. Today's video is about the new UFC champion Sean O'Malley. He recently was very vocal about his open relationship with his wife, who, quoted by him, doesn't like the idea of sharing him. Sean O'Malley also said the reason he can do what he wants is because he pays for everything. Sean O'Malley also told he agrees with his good friend Andrew Tate about several points about women. What do you guys think? Has he been hit too many times to the head, or is Sean O'Malley speaking facts? Listen to this clip.
Monogamy is just like what they've pushed on us since we were kids, so anything you think different's fucked up, and no one else really lives that lifestyle, so it's fucked up. I don't know. It's complicated though. It's fucking complicated.
Well, remember I asked you the question about like, would you let another, like, if you believe that, would you let another guy be with your girl? You said no though.
Yeah, no, that ain't happening.
Yeah, no. So
that's fuck me. I'm a king. I pay for everything. I treat Danny like a queen. If I get a little puss on the side, what does that have to do with anything? I got testosterone running through my veins. That's fucking simple. I wouldn't say that if I was in the opposite position. If I wasn't paying for everything, if I wasn't successful in any sort of way, and I was just like fucking maybe an average Joe, it probably wouldn't be fair. But I feel like I'm fucking King Kong.
Then you'd have to hide it.
I'm fucking King Kong, baby.
Because of what you have to offer.
I feel like, Andrew Tate explains it well. It's status.
Yeah.
Status.
So
I got status, so I can fucking. But I don't know. It's like I said, in camp, that's not a thing. After camp, it's Danny's never fine with it.
Here's a voice memo of Sean O'Malley's good friend Andrew Tate and his at least special view on men and women.
Natural inclination to align themselves with the top tier males. I can prove this to you. You see these chicks, they see a rapper in the club. They want to fuck with the rapper. Do you think they believe that rapper is loyal? No, they don't give a fuck. He's the Don. That's the game. It's always been the game. It still is the game. So when we're talking about how it's harder for men than women, we're talking about the vast majority of men. Because you women, because you're all beautiful and you're all smart, most of you only interact with top tier males. So you're like, well, I have these problems, but he has all these bitches because he's a G. Most men ain't shit. You know that. If you think about it, most men ain't shit. Go walk down the high street. Tell me how many of them stand a chance with you. Usually fucking zero. Most men are desperately lonely.
Sean O'Malley recently spoke about meeting Andrew Tate for the first time.
Was that your first time meeting him?
Yeah, first time meeting Big Andrew.
How was that?
He's a good dude. I like him. It's so crazy that the TikToks and people trying to say he's a piece of shit, a misogynist, and all that shit. If you actually listen to what he's saying, you actually listen.
The full thing.
It's like, dude, if you ask Danny, like, hey, you want to go drive my Lamborghini? She'd be like, no. Fuck no. Yeah, I wouldn't want a girl driving my fucking sports car either. Like, if I had to pick between me and her in a situation at high stress, I'd pick me. If I had to pick someone who was fucking watching Elena, I'd pick a girl. Like, he has good points. But yeah, meeting him was cool as fuck. Andrew's the man.
In a podcast leading up to Sean O'Malley's last fight against former UFC champion Aljamain Sterling, where Sean O'Malley became the UFC champion, he spoke about his personal life and the situation with his wife.
Yeah, well, when I'm in camp, I definitely am out of the game. Like, I'm not trying to fuck chicks out of the game. Unless we have a threesome, like, then it is. But me by myself, no. It's hard. We had a baby, her hormones changed. I'm getting more popular. She's not liking the idea of it. So I gotta figure out. I gotta just lie and cheat. No, I'm joking.
Like everyone else.
Yeah, it's gotta be like everyone else. I'm like,
before you were more public about it. Like, you were like, I'm in an open relationship. But now I just think,
no, I gotta.
You don't have to blast that shit on every pod now.
Yeah, no, 15 weeks of just straight up fucking dialed in. But after, it's like, I want to go fucking party with the boys. And I've always been honest with her as far as like, hey, this is what the boys do when we go out. Yeah. I'm going out to find a chick. And now that she knows that, because I've told her that so many times, I'm like, hey, I'm going out with the boys. And she instantly, like, she's like, you're going to fuck a chick? I'm like, ideally, yeah. But so we got to, it's not like that.
It's a tough situation, right?
It is. And I love her and I want to be with her. So it's like, I don't want to hurt her feelings, but it's also like.
Sean O'Malley's wife also gave her view on Andrew Tate's vocal opinion about men and women.
Like, they're there to have fun. And
then on Monday, they're like, I can't find a guy. And they're talking to other girls. And like, I just want a guy that just treats me right. That's a lot of girls. You don't think so?
Not necessarily. I feel like my friends that do that, they are there because they just want to have fun. They're not necessarily looking for a relationship.
Say about Andrew Tate.
I feel like he's giving a male perspective that hasn't been shown before by other men. Like men are actually speaking up and saying what they want instead of doing what their girl wants or what they think their friends want out of them. Instead of like actually taking on their male role in society and like being a male. And women, I feel like there has been like this thing where women should be like men, but we are not men. We will never be men, and men will never be women. So it's like we should is like a I don't know, it's like a controversial word because it's not really like you should just do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But like acknowledge that you are a woman, and then we do have like certain things that men don't have, and men do things that women don't do.
Yeah, I can't breastfeed. I've tried it.
Recently, Sean O'Malley also told in a podcast how he met his wife and how they ended up having an open relationship.
2021, the first conversation we ever had before we even like started kind of liking. She didn't like me right away. I liked her right away, but the first conversation we had was like, I don't see how someone can be with one girl the rest of their life. Like I just can't, I don't see it. And I was telling her, explaining this to her before we kind of were dating. So dude, she knew what she was getting into before she got into it.
I've always been so curious about
That's
that.
why I asked.
It's an open relationship.
We're in an open relationship, and I don't even want to call it that. I don't want to call it any label. Like we choose. Yeah. I sleep with her every night in the same bed with Elena. Like I choose to do that because I want to. You know, I don't like the how relationships are nowadays. It's like I own you, you own them. I hate that. I just can't stand that. I don't want to be in that kind of relationship. I want to be free. I'm in Cleveland. Danny knows I'm in Cleveland. If a bad little mamacita want to hang out,
or my aunt,
I'm hanging out. Wants to straddle me. But it's you know, I love Danny. We've been together pretty much my entire career. She knew me before I made money. She knew me before I was like 3-0 as a pro. So you don't make money as a pro. You hardly fucking make money in the UFC a ton of money, but she's known me before I made money, before I was whatever. And we had a really cool relationship.
She's awesome.
She does my hair. She's the fucking best, dude.
Yeah.
Like if I lost her, I would be screwed. Like, and I don't
That's
even.
awesome. You find yourself a rock, and it's
100%.
I'm very envious. A rock that, by the way, doesn't hold you down.
I know. Well,
Which is awesome.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not easy for her either. Like, because I'm on this podcast talking about it, and then people look at her like, "Oh, she's stupid. Like, what are you doing?" Stuff like that's how she gets perceived sometimes. Like, "Oh, he's using you or whatever." But dude, if you asked her like, "Does Sean treat you good? Do you guys have great sex? Do you guys cuddle at night? Does he make you coffee every morning? Does he provide like I'm a good partner in the relationship. If I hang out with the girl at a club, if I'm dancing with a girl, like I get comments and shit all the time, like, dude, what are you doing? You have a girl and a baby at home. I'm like, yeah, I know. They're back home. I know that. I'm not fucking stupid. I'm enjoying myself doing whatever. I'm gonna be safe. I'm gonna go back home to my family. And it's just it's a weird relationship, especially nowadays. I mean, actually, I think it's becoming more normalized a little bit.
Yeah. Has it ever led to any like pretty nasty
blow
ups? Is it 100%. A bit of a roller coaster?
Yeah, but I do it every single time we have that down. The up's always better, and it comes down to communication in any kind of relationship, boss to employer relationship, coach. Trainer relationship. We gotta have communication in every single relationship, and going through a relationship like that, you have